It is the 18th of October, 2018. It's the WIKISPEED Standup. And Lauren, do you want to start us off?
Yeah. This is Lauren Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia, Canada. Last week I think I didn't do anything. I think it was before the last meeting that I did anything. Coming week, I hope to finish the 990 form and maybe work with somebody to set up the donation. The blocks are, I'm waiting for the second half of a readable file of the second half of 2017 to finish the form. We were only charitable officially from September 30th till December 31st. So it's a pretty short, minimal kind of a period. But I think we report the whole year, and I have the first half of the year. I need that last half, and I think I can finish that one. So that's it for me on the stand-up part.
And blocks, right?
Yeah, well, the block, yeah, I was saying that I'm waiting
on
a readable file, either the tax readable or just the equivalent form for July through December that I have for January through June.
Okay, thanks, Lauren. It's Michael Olchuk, Saskatoon, Canada. Last week I got not very much WIKISPEED done unless you count my garage, and then even then you don't get very much done. Trying desperately to clean it out so that my truck and my projects will fit inside the garage over the winter months, and I need to get the video edited from last week and posted. I did review it, and it needs to get the first 30 seconds cut off. I didn't get that done. Next week, hopefully, I'm going to post the video a little bit more timely this week, and I've got a little bit of work to do on. I guess last week I did select a workbench design that looks like it'll give me a couple of options in terms of height, but it's not a ready-made design. Like most things I do it the hard way. So there is a mixture of two designs. One, a table with shelves in it, and the other, kind of like the shelves are being used as the legs, or the bench legs, I guess, on each side. So you can use different shelves of different widths to have it different heights off the ground. So it can be an assembly table or a workbench. I'm actually quite interested in that. And if it works out, I'll probably build a couple more. Anyway, hopefully if I get the garage progressed a little bit more towards clean this coming week, I can actually start on getting the design modified and getting some parts. Blocks, just the time of year and not getting very much time to actually put into WIKISPEED. And a little bit of information from, I think Joe was out of town for training for this week, but he is apparently going to be back either tomorrow or on the weekend. So hopefully...
I have to take a 5-minute break to help somebody, so I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay. So hopefully he will be back to answer your questions, Lauren. Well, there's no point recording just me on the call, so I'm going to walk over and pause the recording, and we will resume when Lauren gets back. Okay, there we go. We're back recording.
Okay.
I should probably slow this down a little bit. So anyway, that was it for stand up. Or sorry, that was it for the first part. I guess if you want to take us into the second part.
Yeah. So this is the retrospective.
Retrospective. Yep.
one for just monitoring things and one for coming to the meeting. The team 8, and the process improvement would be it'd be nice to get rid of that some blocks. The block that I talked about, and you, I think we'll just talk about that in crosstalk. So that's it for me.
Okay. I'm going to give myself, I think it was 8.5, 7.5, because I did 3 out of 4 on my points, and 1 for showing up for the meeting. And next week, if I get videos posted, I'll give myself an extra half for that. I'm going to give the team, I'm going to give them 9. Well, there hasn't been a lot of information going back and forth, but we still do have people monitoring stuff. It would be nice if we had a little bit more content that we could engage people with. And process improvement, I'm going to stay with continuing or making more effort to let people know that we're recording the stand-ups and get them posted. I think we've got to have that happen for a few weeks in a row before people get used to it. I'm not sure if people will be engaged more, but it's worth a shot. And I guess that wraps up stand-up. You had something you wanted to talk about in crosstalk?
Well, I just want to carry on with the idea of the just getting. You were saying something about Joe being away.
Oh, okay. Yeah. William had an email about something, that some sort of form that needed to be signed. So Joe tried to do it electronically, and whoever it was wasn't set up for electronic signatures. So it sounded like Joe was going to be back either tomorrow or this weekend. So, or at least he would be somewhere where he could print it out and sign it and fax it in, I guess. Not necessarily home. It was, I got the impression that he might be home, but.
I need to get that block from him before I can.
Yep.
Completion.
Yep. So he is responding to emails if you send him an email, but I don't know that he's actually got access to anything from the road either. And of course, when he's out of town, he's not very busy at all, right? He's normally doing stuff all the time, per usual.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was about it for that information.
Yeah. The other thing, I'm just sending you I'm sending you a workbench I built. I don't know if it'll be any use. It was one of the first to Make magazine, 12 years, and it used a SketchUp file, and I found that really helpful because I don't read plans well.
Okay.
I made the Phoenix, but I'll send it anyway.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a kind of I'm a pack rat and I store stuff.
Right.
So what I really need is a work table as opposed to a workbench because I store stuff under it. So we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, it has something under it. It might be, I don't know. It was gigantic. I put huge casters on it. I would like to always like to put casters and stuff. And I left it in Phoenix. It was too big to move.
Oh. Okay.
It was like.
Well, I had casters on my last workbench, and I ended up moving it a total of twice, and once was to actually store some stuff behind it. So
Right.
It was a great idea. I'm not sure why I ended up putting so much stuff on top of it. I was scared to move it, I think, so.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see how it works.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you know what you're thinking of.
Well,
I just wanted.
I have an idea of what I'm thinking of. It would be nice to find some plans that are kind of sturdy and, you know, I'm sure that after I figure out how to make it 3 or 4 different heights, I'm actually going to leave it at the one height pretty much for the entire time I have it. So, but
Yeah.
things that seem important when you're designing it don't ever seem to be so important when you're actually using it. So.
I mean, it's sort of a slap together thing because he said he was doing special effects for a movie and he needed to make a workshop for like a dozen people to each have a workbench.
Wow. Yeah, I don't have quite that much space. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of save my energy for when I can get I've already done the ask, so when I can get it, I'll try and finish the thing off, and maybe at that point send out, or actually anytime I could send out something and try and get the donation form finished, because that can be done that's independent of the other thing, and it's actually the it's an obligatory thing, but it's such a short year, the first year.
Mm-hmm. I think, well, I have an example of a receipt from Kiva. I think Joe or maybe Michael sent in another receipt of some sort that they had from U.S. registered charity.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little bit of searching through the email to find it, I think. But,
okay.
But,
yeah. So that's something to do, and then to kind of go ahead and just have that available to Joe as he travels around, because that's kind of the original impetus that people ask him.
And what I will probably do is take a couple of receipts and put them in at work and make sure that they follow, or they're good enough, or they include all the stuff or whatever it is for our matching donation thing. If they do, then they should follow. They should be able to meet any other relatively large organization's requirements. So
yeah.
I'm sure the auditors have a list of stuff.
Yeah, I've run across those too. They're cool.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you later.
Yep. We'll hopefully get this one posted just a little bit sooner.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye now.
Good night.